This is the official camper tour. So this is the outside. It has these 3 fold down beds. You can see there's one in the back, one on the side, and then there's also one on the front. In the back is Esme and Nova's bedroom. They have a pet net, which is what Esme's swinging with her feet there. And I put their beds the opposite, kind of like perpendicular, because they're pretty short, so they can have a little bit more space in between because they brought toys and plushies and stuff like that. This is mine and Noel's bed. During the day I kind of set it up like this, like a day bed or a couch, because we need a little extra space to spread out. I'll show you like the little living area and you'll see why. I put up this over the door shoe organizer here. Each of us has a row. Sometimes I've been putting shoes in it, but we also can store shoes in the shower when it's not in use. So I have the kids putting their little things that they need to grab each day, like their hat and their sunscreen and their goggles, swimsuits, stuff like that in there. This is the bathroom. Since we don't always use the shower, because sometimes we use the shower that's at the campground and the kids don't shower every day, I store our laundry basket and extra shoes in the shower. There's like a 30-gallon and a 20-gallon, two tanks, a 30-gallon and a 20-gallon that hold the wastewater, like any water we use from the sink or the shower or the toilet. And then some of the sites we have hookups where we can set that up so we can just drain it right away. But sometimes we have to like find a place to dump it depending on the kind of site we're on. We're also usually hooked up to city water, so I can turn the water on and get water in here. We are hooked up to electric, so we can run an air conditioner that we have, fans, a heater, those kind of things. It also has a battery, and so when we're not hooked up to electric, we can run some of the things. Like we can run the stove off of propane and part of the battery. We can run the heater off of propane and battery rather than if we don't have electric, but we won't be able to run the air conditioner. Here's Asa. This is our dining table. Really only seats 4, so we have like a tray that we set on the couch over here in between so that 2 people can sit there as well. A lot of the campgrounds we stay at have a picnic table too, so we can eat outside. And we have chairs, and we have a little table that we brought with us too, so we can eat on that as well. This is the boys' bed in the back. All the beds are the same size, so it's more location than it is size preference, but we put the boys in the front because they stay up a little later than the rest of us. Up on top there's some overhead storage, and that's where the boys are keeping their clothes. There's also storage behind the seats down there, and we have, Lisa's going to show you, we put our dishes under there. We have games and crafts and books and things like that under there. There's storage, a little bit of storage underneath this bench here, and I've been using that for stuff that we don't really need very often. And it's also kind of a nice secret storage place because we had like Father's Day, so we had a Father's Day gift hidden under there. This sofa turns into a bed, and so does the table, but we haven't had to really use either of those because we have enough other sleeping space. I really like that we don't have to take everything down every time, or put everything, move people in order to eat breakfast type thing. Underneath this sofa, there's access from the outside. We have a bunch of storage under there, so that's like our tools and things like that we have under there. There's pretty decent size storage under these cabinets. We have a pantry up above. We have a microwave. We have a propane stove and an oven, or they call it a grill, I think, because it's like difficult to work. So we haven't really used it. We actually use it for storage. So right now we have like water and shelf stable milk in there. There's another storage underneath there. We have a pretty decent sized fridge and freezer. And I put some little baby locks on here just because that opening while we were driving would be a bad thing, so we've been locking that up. There's a good sized storage in here, and Noel and I built some shelves for it. So they can't hold a lot of weight, but we've got like our towels and things in there. Underneath here, there's one of these little storage areas each for Nova, Esme, me, and Noel for our clothes. Storage in the bathroom actually isn't too bad either, and so, you know, there's quite a bit of storage under here too, so we take advantage of that. So that's our camper.